guys, welcome back for another video. What we're going to be doing is we'll be looking at all of our NBA games we have coming up for February 27th, Thursday this week. We're going to completely break down these matchups, look at the team, try to predict the outcome, who's going to win, who's going to lose, and we're also going to take a look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. First things first, though, make sure to hit that like button, make sure to subscribe. If you have any comments about these games or anything else, drop it below and I will respond to everyone. We're going over every game every day. We also have baseball coming up, and we also have all of the NFL offseason news. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. There's 5 games in total. Let's get started running through these matchups. The very first one we have kicking things off tonight, 7 p.m. We have the 31-27 Golden State Warriors on the road here. Some West versus East at the Orlando Magic, who come into this game just under 500 at 29-31. This game's a 50-50 here. Pretty decent teams, 2 teams that are on the cusp of the playoffs. Right now, Golden State on the road, 49.2% chance to win this game. However, they are the Vegas favorite, 5.5-point favorite. The over-under here is 211.5. Looking at their playoff contention, right now the Warriors, they sit at 8th in the Western Conference. The Magic sit at 7th in the East. So both of these teams are just on that barrier. They're sliding into the playoffs right now, but they got to make sure to win this. Looking at the last 10, right now the Warriors playing pretty hot the last 10. They are 7-3. They're averaging 120 points a game. The Magic are kind of stalled out there. They're about a 500 team. Right now they're playing at a 5-5 pace. Looking at the playmakers here for the Warriors, they're going to be led by Steph Curry, 23.3 points per game, 4.4 rebounds, 6.1 assists, and on the other side they have Anthony, 9.3 points per game, 3 rebounds, 2.8 assists. He's going to be leading the way for them right now. They are kind of banged up. Suggs, Wagner, they have some injuries, but they got to make sure to get this team on track. Looking at team stats here for the Warriors, they're averaging 112.8, but like I said, 120 in their last 10 games. They're giving up 111.1. The Magic massively struggling on offense. One of the worst offenses in the NFL. They're only scoring 103.9, but a pretty good defense, giving up 105.5. This game's probably going to be close, but I see the Warriors pulling away at the end. The Warriors win, and I have them covering the spread. And our next matchup is going to be a really good one. Another West versus East, but 2 highly rated playoff teams. This game's going to be on TNT at 8 p.m. The 38-20 Denver Nuggets coming into this game, the 3rd-ranked team in the Western Conference, but they'll be on the road here versus the 32-25 Milwaukee Bucks, who sit at 5th in the East. The number 3 West versus the number 5th East. Who's going to come out on top? Both teams playing pretty good their last 10 games. Right now, the Bucks 6-4. The Nuggets really rolling the last 10. They are 9-1. They are the favorite on the road here. 57.2% chance to win this game. 2.5-point favorite. The over here is 240.5. Looking at these 2 teams, obviously Denver, they've been rolling the last 10 games. They're scoring just under 125 points per game the last 10 games. We know who their stars are. They have Joker. They have Murray. They can score. They play good defense. For Milwaukee, they have Giannis, who's obviously having a typical season for him, lighting things up. They have to make sure Lillard has a good game here. You got to control the perimeter shooting. Looking at the playmakers here, you have the Joker, 29.2 points a game, 12.6 rebounds per game, 10.4 assists, a triple-double average again for the season. And on the other side, you have Giannis also having a monster season, 31 points per game, 12 rebounds, 5.8 assists. Looking at team stats here, Denver continues to roll on offense. That's something that they'll be able to take with them on the road. They're averaging 121.3. They're giving up 116. On the other side, the Bucks are averaging 113.9. They're giving up 112.4. But it's Denver who's the favorite on the road. This is a 50-50 game to me. Denver can win this one. Milwaukee can win this one on their home court. I don't want to bet on this game personally. To me, it's too close to call. It's practically a pick-em, but I'm actually going to go with Milwaukee to win this one at home. I'm going to go with the plus 2.5. And the next matchup we'll be looking at 8:30 p.m. The 14-3 Charlotte Hornets just have a really bad season. They'll be on the road here versus the 31-28 Dallas Mavericks, which, surprise, surprise, Anthony Davis not going to be playing this game. Charlotte, they're having a tough season. They are really banged up on the injury side. Practically half their team is not even going to be on the court. Well, they're guys that they started this season with, let's say. For Dallas, heavy favorites here at home, 66.6% chance to win this game, 10.5-point favorites in Dallas, and the over here is 223.5. When you're looking at these two squads, Dallas still fighting for a playoff spot, Charlotte Hornets fighting to not be the worst team in their conference. Right now, Charlotte number 14th in the Eastern. Dallas Mavericks just outside that playoff spot. They sit at 9th in the West. This is going to be a tough one. Dallas, even without Anthony Davis, they still have the firepower to win this game. They still have Irving. They still have Klay Thompson, one of the best perimeter shooting teams in the NBA. Charlotte, they're just struggling in every single facet. Right now, they're going to be led by Bridges, who's having a great season, 19.9 points per game, 7.7 rebounds, 3.6 assists as a team, struggling on offense, one of the bottom 5 offenses in the NBA. They're only averaging 105.4. They're giving up 112.9, which actually isn't bad considering there's a lot of pressure on that defense to keep these games close. Looking at Dallas, yes, they don't have Luka, but they still have Irving leading the way, 24.9 points per game, 4.8 rebounds, 4.7 assists. He has Klay Thompson there to also shoot. They're averaging 115.1. They're giving up 113.4. This is a tough game. I could honestly see this match being within the 10. I do see Dallas winning it, but I'm going to go with the plus 10.5. I do think it's a closer win, maybe about 7 to 8 points. And our second to last one, we're going to be looking at 9 p.m. We're going to have the 15-43 New Orleans Pelicans here on the road at the 27-31 Phoenix Suns. A lot of trade news going on with the Suns, a lot of offseason moves here, but they got to make sure they still have a shot to make the playoffs. They have to make sure they win these games. Right now, the Suns are the favorites at home. 70.2% chance to win this game, 7.5-point favorites. The over here is 235.5. Looking at the Pelicans, there's a lot that they don't do, especially on the defensive side. They do leave a lot to be desired, but they're going to be led by Murphy, having a strong season, 22.2 points per game, 5.2 rebounds, 3.7 assists. They also have Zion Williamson. If he plays a complete game here, if he shows up, if he takes this game seriously, he is averaging 18.8 points per game the last 10 games. Looking at the Suns, obviously they have Kevin Durant. He's doing everything he does during a regular season, but a lot of the chatter is, where is he going to be playing next season? Right now he's averaging 26.9 points per game, 6 rebounds, 4.3 assists. He also has Booker to back him up. He's averaging 26.2 points per game. And they have a lot of playmakers here. They can score some points. They have to make sure to take control of this game early. Right now for the Pelicans, they average 110.5. They give up 118.6. Like I said, they leave a lot to be desired on the defensive side. And for Phoenix, they're averaging 113.8. They're giving up 115.9. We're going to go with the Suns to win this game at home. I do think it's going to be close for 3 quarters. I think the Pelicans pull away 4th, and they're going to cover that spread.
And the final game we're going to be taking a look at is going to be a West-on-West battle here on NBA TV at 10:30 p.m. The final game, the 32-27 Minnesota Timberwolves facing off versus the 35-21 LA Lakers. This game is going to be in LA. Very bad time right now to be playing the Lakers. Luka has showed up. Luka is dominating scoring-wise. This looks like one of the more complete teams in the NBA as of right now, but both teams are playoff future teams right now. Right now, the Lakers have a 75.7% chance to win this game, and they're also going to be the favorites on their home court. 5.5-point favorites over here is 225.5. But like I mentioned, both of these teams are destined for the playoffs this season. Right now, the Timberwolves 7th in the Western Conference. The Lakers 4th in the Western Conference. Looking at the last 10 games, you have the Lakers at 8-2. Luka kind of slow couple first games, but since the break, he's been completely dominating, averaging 30 points a game. Timberwolves 5-5. Not the best start since the break, but still, this is an extremely talented team. Looking at the playmakers here, you're going to have Edwards leading the way for the Timberwolves, 27.5 points per game, lighting things up on the boards. Right now, 6 rebounds per game, 4.6 assists. The team is averaging 112.3. They're giving up 109. Very talented defensive team. And if anyone knows sports, you know, defense always travels on the road. And for the Lakers, obviously, you have Luka averaging 28 points complete for both teams right now. And then you have LeBron James. They completely robbed the Mavs with that deal. Right now, LeBron James, 24.7 points per game, 7.8 rebounds, and he's coming in with 5.7 assists. The Lakers are averaging 113. They're giving up 111.6. but they are the hot team right now. I have to go with the hotter team on their home court. I have the Lakers winning this one, and we're going to go with them covering the spread as well. Guys, that's just a quick breakdown and predictions for all of our our February 27th Thursday games. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. If you have any comments, please drop them below, and I will respond. Thank you.